Hi Libras, this is your horoscope for June 2013 with me Lada from astrolada.com, and this is for everyone who have their ascendant in particular in Libra, sun or moon. And if you don't know your sun, moon or ascendant sign, you can find them by clicking on the link below this video, which will take you to my birth chart calculator. And you just enter your time of birth. It's important to know your ascendant sign and place and year and the rest. And then you have a table, and below the table it says what these three signs are for you. And below that, below the birth chart, you also have transits for 3 years. This is your personalized horoscope that you can, if you listen to those videos, you will see what particularly for you. It's very precisely calculated by my software to show you exactly how your life will be progressing and what will be the areas of activity in your life for the next 2-3 years ahead. And what happens for you Libras? Well, first of all, it's quite a busy month for you, and you're having two very active planets in your ninth house. The Sun and Mars are the two planets of energy, of energizing. They awake whatever area they pass through with their very masculine and active energy. And the ninth house for you, first of all, is a house of the higher mind. So a lot of you might start being interested in the bigger questions of life. And actively pursuing answers for those. So some of you might turn to spirituality, others to philosophy, others to political systems, or depending on the level of consciousness. Or it can be on something, some belief system that you start investigating, or just some new knowledge. Ninth house rules the knowledge and actually self-knowledge. And any knowledge that we gain is knowledge that we gain on the path to knowing yourself. So it's as if when these two active planets trigger your ninth house, you become more curious about your purpose here on life. Your purpose, your mission, why you're here, or your big plan for the future ahead. And you want to make sense, you want to see the bigger picture, and you actively will involve yourself in finding ways to see the bigger picture. Some of you might go to counselors to help them make a plan for the next year, how to structure your life, what activities to do, to life coaches, or maybe some of you just meet someone who broadens your ideas and who brings you more sense of meaning and purpose in your life, or who explains your life from a different perspective, who gives you an advice, someone who gives you an advice like a teacher figure, or it can be even a little child, or you can switch on the TV, you hear something on the news, or you can open a book, which kind of brings you a new perspective, which opens up your mind somehow, which expands your mind, which expands your belief system, and helps you see things from a different perspective, and because of that adjust your life in the appropriate way. But ninth house is also house of faith, of belief, because when you have the bigger picture, when you get answers to your questions, or when you put things in a perspective for the future, you receive more inner peace, more sense of well-being, you receive more sense of fulfillment, but especially you receive more hopefulness in your life. So ninth house is a great house to be triggered in astrology. No matter by difficult to easy planets, it just activates this meaningfulness, searching for the meaningfulness in your life and finding it. So if you get active to find those answers in your life, you will be successful in finding them. But these two planets require action from yourself. Things will not be given to you, but if you decide to find answers to those questions, what is the purpose of my life, for instance, what should I do in my life, or maybe wanting to start studying something new, all these things give you hope. When you find the answers to these, they give you clarity. Ninth house rules clarity. When you have more awareness of self-knowledge, when your desire for self-knowledge is triggered and you find the answers, this is when you get more optimistic and hopeful, as I said. So this is quite positive energy, and you're more active in pursuing the things that will make you feel more purposeful and meaningful in your life as well. And ninth house is also the house of travel, like expanding your mind and expanding your horizons. You can do it by reading books, by watching some programs, by life coaching, you can do it by someone giving you advice, or you can also do it by basically by traveling. So traveling is another way which can expand your mind this month. Whenever planets trigger the ninth house, people, often I've seen them, they travel somewhere, so especially to other cultures, which will bring them a different perspective, which will put life into a different perspective for them and make them see life from a better, higher vantage or a different vantage point. And those of you who are studying, because ninth house also rules higher knowledge, university knowledge, people who are in those institutions that are studying, they'll have extremely active month. It might be stressful because these planets are kind of cruel, as we call them, so they require more action on the part of the person. They require, there is a bit more abrasiveness there, a bit more worries and stress, but you tend to be able to fulfill all those things. You tend to be able to move forward with studies, for instance, with higher education, university studies. Some of you might even get accepted in universities now by these planets, triggering the ninth house of universities as well. Or you might be actively involved with foreign cultures, so people from foreign cultures in your life right now. This is where the action is happening, as we said. And then two beautiful planets, Venus and Mercury, are triggering your 10th house. And whatever two benefics, as we call them, are in the same house, they tend to make the affairs of this house run smoothly, without effort, and this is the area of your life which progresses with joy and for you. And 10th house is career. So actually, the career will be a sense of pleasure for you right now, even a sense of joy, and things will be. It's not; these are not active planets so much, but you will maybe more like attract to you more positive happenings there from authority figures. You can have very good communication with authority figures, whether it's your parents or whether it's your bosses or managers, or government institutions. You can have some progress and positive communications, and these people can be more benevolent. Those authority figures in your life can be more benevolent towards you and can find you more likable, or you can find them more likable during this period. You can soothe the relationship with father, for instance, if it's gone wrong, and improve it. And any projects, and 10th house rules your career projects, the things that you do as a work. And Mercury is a manager, so you have a better chance. And Mercury will be there not only in June, but in August for you. So these 2 months for you, Libras, will be very good for managing better the affairs of your careers, how to be more efficient, how to do practical things more efficiently with more, because Mercury is a manager, is the planet of the manager, is the planet which organizes things, which makes them run smoothly, which makes things that everything ticks on time and happens at the right time. So you have this better organizational abilities. And also 10th house is the house that is most visible, the face that you present, your reputation. So there might be some good news when it comes to your reputation. Something happens that improves your reputation or your social standing. I don't think it will be a life changer, but it will be something, at least to some extent, positive influences that happen there with your reputation and with your social standing, and you can also, Venus is where you're socially involved with people, and when it's in the 10th house, you can be more involved with higher standing people. And this will be a source of pleasant experiences for you, or even some beneficial influences for you. So maybe you can be more in high society or invited to some party with high standing people where you will shine, you'll be more communicative because of Mercury helping you there as well, and Venus making you more charming. So you make a good impression on high society people or people standing above you in some way, or you just make better impression in your career, in your job place. Okay, and also Venus is the planet of pleasure and love, and when it's in the 10th house, sometimes people can have some pleasurable or even love experiences connected with their workplace. And those of you who are born from the 17th of October till the 24th of October, or those of you who have their ascendant or their moon from 24 to 30 degrees in Libra, they're having Jupiter influence. Finally, Jupiter got to your degrees. And when you have a transit, the transit overpowers everything else, And thankfully for you, it's a good transit, it's a positive transit. And Jupiter, if it's your ascendant, for instance, from 24 to 30 degrees of Libra, Jupiter can improve your self-image, can bring a new opportunity in your life, which puts you on the on a right path in life, because the first house rules your path in life, where you're supposed to be, the most fulfilling path you're supposed to take, which will bring you contentment. Which even if this path of life is not something that society improves of, or your parents or your spouse approves of, you will find yourself that you receive more clarity about the path that you're supposed to be on in your life. Maybe all of a sudden you find out that you really enjoy writing and you want to be a writer, or that a new opportunity might come as a career and you decide to follow it, and or just decide in the future to decide to start learning about it. And this brings you more confidence about the future, more hopefulness. It's very similar influence to the ninth house that Jupiter has, and you already have the ninth house triggered for you Libras. So it's quite uplifting influences which bring positivity, which bring sense of purpose for you, especially those born with ascendant from 24 to 30 degree Libra. If it's the moon that is on those degrees for you Libras, Jupiter aspecting it means something good can happen with your home, with property, with women in your life. It can be a period of emotional healing, because the moon is your emotions, of even physical healing for some of you. And the moon rules your mood swings and how happy you feel in the moment. So Jupiter improves it. Moon rules relationship as well. So relationship can be strengthened and improved. The new people coming in your life which affect you in a benevolent, good way, or just you'll be feeling good about life generally. Or if it's your sun, meaning that you're born from the 17th till the 24th of October, that Jupiter is aspecting. Sun is more to do with your career, with your goals in life. So some of you might be receiving a new promotion or finding a new job, or improving their relationships with authority figures. The sun has influence like the 10th house, very similar, like career. So very positive window of opportunity to progress with your career plans, to progress with your goals, or maybe some project you've been working on which has been stuck till now or has gone in a dead end. Now there will be a resolution for it and it will start flowing the right way. So these are all positive influences. And the sun is your confidence, so you project yourself with more confidence, with more joy, with more faith, with more self-belief. So others react to you. That's why you become more lucky during this period when Jupiter aspects you. And it's a great time to initialize new projects, to start new things, because Jupiter will help you. Whether it's your ascendant, sun, or moon, doesn't matter. Just use this window of opportunity for the month of June to start something new. And those of you, though, who are born on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th of October, or who have their ascendant or moon from at 10, 11, 12, 13 degrees in Libra, they're having Pluto-Uranus transit. And this is one of the more tense transits. They happen very rarely. It will continue about 1 year for you. Maybe started feeling it a couple of months earlier already. But Pluto and Uranus are the gods of change, which turn your life upside down, which release you from old burdens, from old ways of being, old ways of living your life. You might have a total change. Like they often bring this change through a crisis situation, because people are not so eager, or they're afraid of the big changes. And Pluto and Uranus come and they just smash everything to the ground. So you have to start anew. So it's totally life-changing period. If you want to find out more what this will entail for you, if it's your sun, ascendant, or moon, this Uranus period, what will entail for you, it might be relationship breakups, it might be and coming of new relationships, but it's unstable but excitable time of big life changes in your life. Then watch the video that I'm putting here, Pluto-Uranus transit. There will be a link that takes you to the extended video of about 20 minutes, which explains the life-changing influences of Pluto and Uranus and how they totally transform you, and how you shouldn't resist the change. Otherwise, your health might be threatened as well, even not only the circumstances around you, but it can even affect your health if you're resisting too much. But big changes, and I would advise you to go and listen to the full video to see exactly what is coming in for you. Thank you very much, Libra. For most of you other Libras, it's going to be a fantastic month. Thank you.